Hey folks, it's Saturday and we're finally back with Dungeons & Dragons. Hooray.
What's role-playing again?
I don't know. So, between weather being stupid, me being sick, and me being stupid...
Or any combination thereof.
Yeah, we've missed a few weeks, shall we say. Oh, God. Yeah, about last time we were going to run, I was getting ready to be almost done prepping when the power went out in my building and I hadn't saved.
So, yay!
So there was that. So, lost multiple hours of work. And I didn't have the energy. And Nick had to get going early that week, so I didn't have time to get re-prepped and actually have time for games, so... But we're back. Now,
Yes, we are.
We are. So last time, our heroes were in Ironhame, poking around, doing stuff, trying to track down information on, seeing if they can find anything possibly to do with Lord Despair's agent heading over here. And they found out a few things of import. Let's see if I can remember all of them off the top of my head without looking at my notes.
I can't remember any of them. Except probably went further north than this.
That was one of them.
Like, as north gets.
Basically, they were informed about the sort of legend that the Nine were all imprisoned in iron towers at the fringes of existence. Lord Despair's is off to the north somewhere.
Apparently I was raised in his backyard.
Kinda. If I remember correctly, Hana talked to went to the Church of the Hearthmaker, talked to the matron there, who had what seemed like it might be some sort of
Prophetic dream.
yes, which involved a vision of a bleak landscape in an iron tower. Bleak and broken, if I remember correctly how I described it. And senses of ominous doom, basically.
Considering your recent weather, I wouldn't be at all surprised if you add snowy to that. Especially if it's in the north.
What is not snowy? I don't understand. There is only snow.
What's snow?
Yeah, what's snow?
It's what the landscape always looks like, and will always look like forever, apparently.
Oh, green stuff?
No, it's white and powdery and cold.
That doesn't sound right.
That sounds like an alien world.
Well, it's piled up about 6 feet
Obviously
tall on the
Peter lives on
sidewalks,
Uranus.
so,
Yeah.
and occasionally 5-foot-long spikes of ice will fall from the sky.
Do you guys live on Pluto?
I mean, Nick and I had to deal with temperatures as cold as the mid-40s at some point recently. I don't know how you manage.
Paradise.
As cold as? What? No,
I'm just going to say
clearly
that it
you
is
guys are just wrong. I don't know. You must use a different unit of measurement where you are.
I'd have break out a second blanket last night to get warm enough to sleep.
I'm just going to say that yesterday I had to turn on my AC.
Yeah, because it was really cold in your house, right?
Yeah,
The AC rebound. It's like putting
Yeah,
things
an
in a
air
refrigerator
conditioner
in
doesn't
Antarctica.
work that way, Eric.
I don't know.
Well, it conditions the air so that you don't die. So clearly it makes things warmer.
I would be amused if activating the air conditioner did make things warmer in your area. I would also not be at all surprised.
To be perfectly fair, usually I like snow and winter and everything, but
Not when there's 10
when
feet
you're
of it.
getting it's like when you're really drunk at IHOP and you order a lot of pancakes and they just keep out bringing pancakes well after you've had enough. That's what this winter's been like.
Wait.
Is that how you celebrated your birthday?
No, we were nowhere near an IHOP. We're in someone's house.
But yeah,
Doesn't mean
You're
you
someone's-
can't order pancakes.
You're stealing pancakes from someone's refrigerator, is what you're saying.
yeah, we've basically been. It's not just so much that there's been a lot of snow here. It's been that it's like 2 days of snowing, a day, maybe a day and a half, maybe 2 days of no snow, then 2 more days of snowing, then time for people to get just enough time for people to shovel sidewalks, get the streets cleared, things cleared up, and then it snows again, and it's been that way for 3 fucking weeks.
Eric is a perpetual pancake machine.
That would be the best thing ever.
That would be pretty awesome.
Well, no, there are things that might there are things that might be better than perpetual pancakes, but that'd be pretty fucking awesome.
Well, what happens when you have perpetual pancakes, but a limited amount of syrup and butter?
That's when you go to jam.
Yeah. Apparently, according to Ginky in the chat, I could pass for being British. I'm not entirely sure how, but okay. Anyways, so other things you found out of note.
Buttery white and cold. Alaskan drug den.
Let me check. Let me get my notes up. Actually, where are my notes? They're in the
That's a good sentence.
In your face.
There they are. No, they're not, Alice. All right, so yes, that was what Hannah found out talking to Mother Histana, the leader of the Church of the Hearthmaker in Ironhame. Skitch, if I remember correctly, Vindeus and Gjorm did spend some time talking to Arthal Rokanen, the head of the Rokanen Trading House.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Mainly to keep him away from other people's attentions.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah, you were kind of stowing him over there.
Now I don't know if they'd arranged for any. I don't think they'd actually arranged for anything yet. But yeah, that's right. Okay, so Skitchin, that's right. So Gjorm and Vindeus were there. Hana and Cathro were at the Wizards, and Aramia was wandering around trying to find information. Other things you did find out is that you're fairly certain that the agent, as it were, of Lord Despair was probably either the one called Gloom, if I remember correctly. And he was particularly fond of, apparently, during their time in the sun, as it were. His sort of favored method of, screwing things up was basically fucking with the rulers of places and basically making things awful for them, and then basically offering them power in exchange for, various things, and servitude to Lord Despair, in return for the power, the power to deal with said problems.
I think I had asked Aramia to go inform the people at the Maker's Temple.
Wrong type of gloom.
Yeah, I was wondering what was up with the anthropomorphic poppy seed.
That's a Raffalacia, thank you.
And I just assumed, given the expression in his face, he was stoned out of his mind. So, poppy seed.
Thank you.
Asked Aramia to go to the Maker's Temple and inform them of that to kind of warn the higher-ups in Ironhame.
You're far from your mic.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
You're far enough that I can't understand what you're saying.
Okay, I'm getting up. I was
It's like
really cold.
I have to pull my my levels down when Word's speaking, pull it up when Alice is speaking.
Alright, I'm closer to my mic. Aramia to go to the Maker while we were dealing with the Wizards. And inform them of the agents of Despair and what's her name? Demise. Despair and Demise.
Yes. Not demise.
Discord.
But yes.
Discord. Yeah, and kind of tell them,
Like, I don't remember this being a thing, but I can see that being a thing that I would do.
I know I told you to, so I know.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I wouldn't object to it.
All right. So,
All right. So let's get this thing rolling.
so anyways, that's roughly where we left off. And also that Cathra had made a deal with the head of the Wizards Guild, traded her book for access to some of his. And borrowed one, which I'm forgetting which one it was now.
Let me check my notes.
I like how apparently everyone has notes except the wizard.
No, I did not note which. I didn't note that book.
Well, it'll come up later. I will go back through the recording and find exactly which one it was later. But anywho, that is roughly where we are. You guys were leaving there. Aramia, you are probably headed back to the tavern now at this point because the parts that you're looking at, and you don't really find much of anything of note. You were looking up for more sure signs of Despair's agent.
Despair, yeah.
Despair,
pretty much once I got the answer that odds are the agent is just going to keep going north until there is no more north to north. That's pretty much set my intention on leave city, go north.
That is one possible interpretation of the information you got, yes. At any rate, so I guess you guys are reconvening at the tavern, or some of you, most of you are. I don't know if all of you are. That's up to you.
I don't think Gorm is, but the rest probably.
Up to you guys.
I wasn't heading to the tavern next. I was heading to the Temple of the Whisperer.
Oh, right. What were you going to be doing there?
Basically kind of doing the same thing, making rounds to that one to inform them of the whole agents of the,
All right.
the nine.
Well, if you're just going there to inform them, you do so. There's not much else that they don't really tell you much of anything in addition to that. They're happy to receive the information. No, happy is the wrong word. They're glad to be informed about this, though the information is distressing. And they go off to they basically go off to confab and talk about things and try to figure out what they're going to do with said information. Is there anything else you want to do while you're there, Alice?
No.
Okay. Want to check that? All right. So, is there anything else anybody wants to do before heading back to the tavern? Then I should check that first.
I think I'm good. If
All
I
right.
had any plans, I've forgotten them, which makes perfect sense for Bjorn. So,
Fair point. So, are you going to the tavern, or are you going to stay there with the Rocannons?
but only because I want to be with the cool kids too. I'll go to the tavern.
Okay. Then everybody is back at the tavern then, and you can go to the tavern map if you like. But I'm not expecting there to be a fight, but depends on how you react.
Well, there was the last time we all gathered here.
Yes, that's
Yorm.
It's not my fault. They
Yes,
had
it is.
no. They clearly provoked me by being.
What was that
Also
really bad
there.
alias you came up with?
I don't even remember. Bobby McDick Bottom. I don't know.
all right. Well, you guys are back at the tavern again. It's a fairly rollicking. It's dinner time. There are a fair number of people there. There's music. There's food. There's booze. It's a typical tavern scene at this point. You guys are eating your food. Food has been brought out. Appropriate beverages for each have been brought to you.
Hooray!
It's amazingly difficult to get tea in a dwarven city.
Yeah, it's a concept they're aware of, and so what you want is dried leaves boiled in water with milk.
Milk. I've never had tea with milk.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a fairly
Really
common.
good tea.
Sorry, I was directly quoting Hitchhiker's Guide. That's the full description.
Yes, tea with milk is very, very British thing.
It's actually quite good. I've discovered.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, yeah. Way over here, you either take tea straight or you put sugar or honey in it.
Well,
Or you just put a bunch of extra weird flavors in it and still call it tea.
Yes.
There are leaves in it, therefore it is still tea.
but yes, dried leaves boiled in water. The hell. Anywho,
What's the point of them being dried out in the first place if you're just gonna put them back in water?
Things progress throughout the evening, and as mealtime is winding down, some people are beginning to file out. The people who are there mostly for food, not there to be there for drinking more and more, hanging out, or doing whatever. The doors open again, and a group of very heavily armed dwarves walk in. Now, most of the dwarves who walk in are armed in some way, shape, or form. It's sort of just sort of a dwarvish cultural thing.
Are we doing this again?
No, well, sort of. These guys do not look like don't look like backstreet ruffian types. Those of you who are familiar with Ironhame immediately recognize the armor that they're wearing and the sigils on them as basically the town watch, and more specifically the branch that works directly for the elders council.
Oh, hell. Okay.
They come walking in. It's a group of about 8 dwarves. One of whom definitely has the air of being in charge. He's looks like the others seem to be deferring to him. B, he's noticeably older and has nicer looking weapons with various fancy runes and such on them.
His beard is white.
No, it's gray. He's not that
About
old.
6 feet long. He's only 4 feet tall.
It's not. Well, it might be if it wasn't braided. It's long though. He sort of looks around the room, peering, sees your group, gives sort of a little sigh, nods, and walks forward. He basically gestures to most of them to stay there at the doors. He seems to say something to them. You can't hear it over the noise in the tavern. And he and one of the other guards come walking up to your table.
Do I recognize them?
Yeah, you actually probably now that he's closer, you probably recognize the guy in charge. He is. He is Captain Blackshield. He's one of the higher ups in the Elders Watch.
Hmm.
He comes walking up the table, looks at the group of you, sort of looks at Cathra, looks at he sort of notes the humans, notes Vindeus, sort of sees Cathra, shrugs, looks at Gjorm, studies Gjorm for a good 10 seconds. I do recognize you, young Master Blackhammer. It's been a while. Rockhammer,
Yeah, all right. You got me this time.
sorry. Yeah, Master Blackhammer, yeah. I take it these are your associates that came with you into town?
Aye, that's them.
He pulls out a notepad, sort of looks at it and says, they match the description. Sorry, lad, and your friends, but I'm under instructions to bring you all in for questioning in relations to a bit of trouble that's been in town.
Oh.
Yeah.
What kind of trouble?
Been a few killings that need to be looked into. And you people match descriptions of some of the people who are thought to be involved.
Aramia raises a single eyebrow.
Oh, come on, Black Shield. You know me. I ain't no killer.
I do know that, Gjorm, but...
Well, I am, but under orders.
Vides raises a hand and says, involved or useful in resolving the matter?
From what has been the information we were given, it's involved in, as in perpetrators of.
Let's
Now,
just go.
knowing Gjorm here, and seeing you lot, I suspect that the charges are trumped up, but I have to bring you in. I'm under orders.
Let's just go along this time.
Well,
Due process at work, I see.
I'm hoping it's just to bring you in for questioning, just to clear things up and send you all on your merry way.
of course.
I'm hoping as well. We have busy tasks before us.
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, there's probably another shipment that I'll have to take care of at the family's place.
Oh,
later on.
I didn't recognize you, Vindeus. Sorry, lad.
How could you not?
Well, he just saw an elf.
I know, I blended in so well.
He saw an elf and didn't think,
By the
oh,
way,
okay then.
By the way, he slides over your arm an extra tea with extra ale, just the way he likes it.
All right. Well, if you all come,
We finish our meal first.
Oh, absolutely. I'll just leave some. I'll leave my lads here to make sure that so don't go sneaking off out of the building or anything. And I'll go have a beer.
All right.
No reason not be no reason to be uncivilized about this.
Aye.
So he and his
I will commend your better sense than the last people who interrupted our dinner.
yeah, I heard rumors about that. Well handled.
They were very rude.
I suspect this is probably tied to their employer, but
Yeah, fuck that knob.
I actually didn't complete agreement with you, but without proof.
Orders are orders, right?
Yeah. Well, it's not just that. It's there is some evidence, and I can't prove it's not faked yet.
This
Yet.
should be entertaining.
Yeah. Well, I'll go have a beer, and you guys finish up your food. And with that, he goes walking off to the bar.
All right. Black Shield's a good lad. We ain't gonna have any problems.
I hope not. I'm hoping not to have to resort to disguise myself every time I visit this place from now on.
And it's pretty hard for me to disguise myself coming here, given, well, how
Yes.
distinct of a dwarf I am.
You could
But think of
wear
all the business you could drum up calling yourself the masked matriarch.
You could wear a hat.
You could grow a beard. Oh, wait.
I'm gonna Google at that.
Sometimes wears a hat.
Sometimes wears a hat. That's
Samurai Jack.
He was a
reference.
man with 2 arms.
he sometimes wears a hat.
We
We gotta catch the 2-armed man.
Okay.
A man with 10 toes.
Oh yeah. The 5-fingered man. Yes.
Mm.
Is that what we're being brought in for, cookie theft?
No.
Yes.
No.
You drove away in a carriage with
Just
4 wheels.
just to not subtly acknowledge that I get exactly what Wyrot was referring to.
No, you're out of order. This courtroom is out of order. This vending machine is out of order. Ooh, candy.
I'm missing that reference, but that's okay.
It's Johnny Bravo.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Now you mentioned it, I get it.
Now it falls all into place.
He gets jury duty, and the defendant is a hot chick, so he just keeps on doing.
Yeah, I remember now. Oh, Johnny Bravo.
I adore that show so much.
I started out making a Samurai Jack reference, but the bunch of the bounty hunters were given a poster, and it's Samurai, Jack, etc. And then
Sometimes wears
the
a hat, rides
yes.
a basket. Yeah.
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 Oh, Samurai Jack was awesome. Anywho, so you guys have some time to finish food and discuss what you're going to be doing before being escorted off somewhere for questioning.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna.
Okay.
Let's see. What's the component cost for this? Okay. Mecca, I am going to send you a message on what my current action is going to be while waiting.
Ooh, note passing.
Yes, note passing. That is not Mecca, that is Yolna. There we are. Confound you, Steam. Actually, yeah, it only takes 1 minute to do, so I'm going to do this.
This is one of the few advantages of playing tabletop online. Note passing is actually much easier.
All I can say is the number of notes that were passed around during the Amber campaign I ran with some of my friends. Oh my god. That wandering off to another room to deal with stuff. Okay. You have done some work.
Yes. This is not something I need to make a check for.
So noted.
I will adjust things appropriately.
Fair enough.
No, I'm not going to do the title screen token, but yeah.
I'm just thinking, okay. There's a joke I could make, but or a reference I could make, but I'm not going to because that would probably take away time.
Yes, it would. I was almost going to refer to said reference, in fact, when I was sending the note, but I thought better of it.
Alright, so Ramia spends some time doing a little bit of magic. None of you are wizards, so you have no idea what she's actually doing.
Fair enough.
Magic is weird and unnatural.
Not really, given the actual game world, Eric.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The way
Well,
magic
yeah,
works is
yeah.
actually...
Magic all the
that
time,
sitting
just in
around and
different-
reading. What's reading going to do for you?
It is very cold,
Yes.
and my cat is outside, and it is snowing.
My cat is in my lap right now.
You see, that's a smart cat.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure where my cat is at the moment.
I don't know. It's also Florida. I mean, sure, it could get eaten by an alligator, but
Why does everyone always go for the alligators?
There's so many other things that
so
could
many
be.
other things.
Python.
Oh, Florida,
Yeah,
there's
you got
alligators
pythons now.
everywhere.
I guess it makes
It
more
could be a
sense than
forfeit.
thinking. I guess it makes more sense than thinking that Yona's cat's gonna get eaten by a deer.
No. It's more likely to get eaten by a Ford Pinto. Is what is going to happen.
Do they have those in West Virginia?
What, the Ford Pinto?
Pintos?
They exist. And those that have not either exploded or rusted away, there might be one or two in West Virginia. I don't know. They were really
I was gonna
crappy
say,
cars.
I don't think anyone's has one that still runs.
I'm not sure there are any Ford Pintos that still run.
You'd be surprised. The Reliance, they still have Reliance that work after rolling over so many times.
Anyway,
Yes. So, are you guys doing anything else during your reprieve other than eating?
I'm going to actually look at the men that were brought in, and I just am trying to, I guess, read their body language to see if they're acting at all strange or if this seems like a kind of routine, casual thing.
All right. You can give me an insight check if you'd like, then. They seem like They seem like guards They seem like city like cops who are here to bring people in for questioning and are currently guarding a door.
All right.
Yep.
You gotta make sure
Yeah.
they're not here to murder us and.
Now they
No
do
one
not have that
thinks
air
about-
about them at all.
yeah, these are just the patrol dudes. These aren't the SWATs.
Well, these aren't the patrol guys. These guys do work for the council. These are sort of some of these sort of higher up guard types, but they're professional. They're acting very professional.
I'm more referring to their the severity of their station.
Oh,
than
yeah.
anything else.
Yeah, they're not out to No.
They're not here to fight us. They're just here to observe.
Yep.
Did Arami end up killing any of the goons who tried
No,
to...
we went through that. We went through that last encounter non-lethally.
Okay.
In fact, we even got benefits from the bar for doing so.
All right. Well, I just wanted to double check.
Apparently, it's a really fun fight to watch.
I will say that I didn't actually do any non-lethal attacks, but I didn't kill anyone in the process. So, yeah.
All right. But yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Well, if no one's got anything else, you finish your food. Captain Blackshield finishes his beer and comes ambling back to the table with his with the guy who the guard who came with him, basically. And says, "All right, you all set?"
I guess so.
I told the innkeeper to make sure to keep your rooms for you guys.
That's appreciated.
So I'm hoping that you guys you'll be back here sleeping in your rooms tonight. But if not, he'll make sure they're held over for until you guys are freed.
Alright. Very well. Shall we get this over with?
I would appreciate it. With that, he sort of gestures you guys to walk ahead of him. And he and the other guard come walking behind you. The guys at the door, the guards at the door open the doors, and some of them precede you. They mostly precede you out, and once you guys are outside, they sort of form up a perimeter around you guys as they sort of escort you off towards the watch house.
All right.
As you travel through town, you do get a few people people take note because the watch have a group in custody. That's not something you see every day. Maybe every third day.
My brain skipped a beat. Have we actually been, like, shackled or anything, or are we
Nope.
just kind of being escorted?
They're escorting you.
Okay.
You did not put up any resistance. You agreed to come with them, so therefore they're treating you as witnesses more than anything else. You are not currently under arrest. You're being brought in for questioning.
Okay.
You actually handled the situation in a way that made the guards feel like, okay, we don't need to shackle them or do anything stupid. Let's.
Right.
We didn't see them and scream, "Cheese it! It's the cops." You'll never catch us, coppers, and start running.
Nah, say nah.
Or if Eric was in charge of the line, cheese it, it's the fuzz.
Yes. Anyways, after it's a bit of a walk to the watch house. You do note that those of you who are so that'd be Bjorn, Cathra, and Vendeas. You all realize you're not heading for sort of any of the more sort of typical watch houses. You actually are heading into the nicer parts of town, and the big watch house that's really near the council's building. Which isn't a surprise because Black Shield is the head of the the watches, the council's watch, but he's something of a big deal. Let's just put it that way. For those you three, all three of you have heard of Black Shield. His rep is he's a no nonsense cop. He's honest and diligent, but that diligence also means he does take his time on everything, just to make sure he gets things right. So things can move somewhat slowly with him, but usually he'll end up at the right answer if he's actually looking into things.
The wheels of justice may turn slow, but they're moving, baby. They're moving.
Anyways, you are brought in. You are all brought into a large room. You are, of course, all requested to leave your weapons outside the room. For
obvious reasons.
Obvious reasons, yes. Actually, you're
I'm
more.
I'm gonna be so pleased if we end up in a situation where Wyrod has to say, "You get me my axe."
Oh yeah. It works.
You get him his sword.
I don't know why
Delegation.
Victor is
It is sign of true leadership.
I don't know why Victor is Swedish in this version, but okay.
That was my plan all along.
Is it thievery or stealth to try to hide a weapon on you?
I would say thievery.
Yeah.
All right.
All out stuff sounds more like thievery to me.
I am going to try to keep my rod on me.
All right. And actually, you're turning your weapons over at basically the front desk. Now that I'm thinking about it, they don't really want you walking around anywhere in the building with weapons.
Yeah, I'm gonna give the warhammer up easily, but the rod I'm gonna try to slip in my keep up my sleeve or something. I don't know what I rolled.
You rolled a 19.
Okay, Math Tools is not having any of my Java, and I might have to ask, what did I roll sometimes?
I like the way you phrase that. Map Tools is not having any of my Java.
Very specifically, it's a Java program, and guess what's having problems?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to keep my rod on me.
All right.
I am going to try to keep my key focus. Hello. I'm going to try and keep my key focus on me.
There's no way they're gonna let me keep my staff. I'm wondering if they're gonna make me surrender my spell book and ritual book. Well, same book. My book as well.
No. That's not directly a weapon. Also, they're aware that, spellcaster types can cast spells without actually their implements or anything like that.
Right. Just not as well.
Yep.
I'll give it my shield and my knife.
They look pointedly at your hammer.
What? It's a. For
I get attacked by boulders all the time.
Oh, come on! She's
I
a
will.
fucking wizard.
I'll
She
hand
doesn't
over the
even
bow
need
without
that
a
thing.
problem.
Let me have the hammer.
I'll just do a thievery check to spin around my flute in an impressive manner. Oh, look. It's very impressive.
This isn't a bow, it's a harp.
All right, I'm going to see if they notice Cathra. I need a thievery check from you too, Nick, if you're trying to hide something.
I have a Rain of Hammers key focus, which is described as a small wooden box which holds a pair of leaden hammers and a tiny drum.
Okay, they won't notice that.
That's a.
It's a box.
It's a box.
It's a board.
She's got a box.
Shoot her!
What's in the box, Jokey? What's in the box?
Watch out! He's got a leg!
Yeah, they don't notice you hiding the rod, Alice. Or at least they don't seem to. Because they rolled a 1. They rolled a 1 on the d20 for their perception check.
No, I could have hit the hammer in like my shoe or something.
Eric, you weren't trying to hide the hammer. They don't have to make a perception check.
Jordan just like walks past the guards, like completely straight-kneed.
I'm not hiding anything. What?
Clunk, 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 clunk.
Aramia is just going to kind of facepalm, take the hammer with both hands because she's not that strong, and just put it on the desk because she wants to get over with this shit.
I don't like to slap your hand away. Oh, hey, don't touch it. Never touch a man's hammer without permission. I'll put it
Is
on the
that
desk
what you're
myself.
calling it these days?
No, that's me rod.
No, Cathra's the one with the rod. You have no claim to that.
You want to
This is
see? I start unbuckling my pants.
It's a very confusing conversation involving many double entendres.
Anyways, you are escorted at that point to...
Who's got to? How do you do that? How do you piss?
You are escorted to a waiting room of some sort. There's a table, a bunch of chairs, a large pitcher in the middle, and a bunch of glasses.
Drinks.
The pitcher is filled with water.
Trying to poison us?
Aramia will just sit in a chair that's probably too small for her, really.
It's too low to the ground for you to sit comfortably, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just going to kind of lean back and cross her legs.
I mean, again, it's, they're... Most of the chairs about properly sized for humans. It's just they're much lower to the ground.
Right.
A little while later, the door opens, and in walks a dwarf who has sort of, basically a dwarf. Well, not just one dwarf, but a couple of guards walk in. They end up taking stations on either side of the door. A third one walks in and sort of stands across from you guys in the corner of the room. And then fourth comes in. He's not the first three are all basic. They look like guards. The third one is wearing fairly nice clothes. He's got a pair of spectacles that he's wearing. He's carrying sort of a sheaf of paper with him. And then he sits down at the table across from you all, sets the papers down, adjusts his glasses, sits back, looks at you, and says, well, you five are in a bit of a pickle, aren't you?
Are we?
Well,
yes.
You five have been identified as being involved in a rather gruesome spectacle of violence and death and dismemberment in last night in one of the down near the theater district.
That's
what?
fascinating.
I don't even think I was there.
Because, right. Who is it that claimed that we were even in the theater district, much less performed the acts that are being accused against us?
Well, he shuffles through the papers. We have descriptions and identifications, including 2 positive IDs on one of them being someone who recognized one of you as Bjorn Blackhammer. And the other
that going around.
the other matching other one identifying you, Mr. Rokanen. And the rest seem to match your compatriots' descriptions. We have signed statements from approximately 10 individuals who were in the area when the event occurred. He starts setting papers down on the table. And investigating the deaths, we did find that several of the people who were killed suffered from bludgeoning damage, very much akin to the hammer Mr. Blackhammer usually brings about with him.
To be fair, the hammers are a dime a dozen around here.
I understand that. If that was the only piece of evidence, then I would say that we wouldn't even bother to brought you in here.
Thingog was killed by a fork.
But I'm
several were shot with arrows.
Arrows.
Yes, several were shot with arrows. There was some that seemed to suffer some sort of. Several that seemed to be pretty badly frozen. 1 or 2 were burned. And then some other ones had some rather unpleasant sort of wounds of sorts, including some what looked like electrical scarring.
Right.
Now, so to be fair, these folks were all unsavory sorts. They were associated with a rather disreputable group of folks who tend to operate on the wrong side of the law. But we really can't have sort of public sort of just attacks and killings like that, even from more respectable sorts. Now,
what time is this activity accused of occurring?
This was supposedly happened shortly after midnight, very late at night. Well after the theater had closed and such, and people were leaving the taverns in the area to go home for the night, and that's when they occurred this happening. So this is when they reported seeing this happen. So, where were you at last night at approximately 12:30 in the morning?
The inn.
Uh-huh. Do you have any witnesses to that effect?
You can confer with the innkeeper.
Alright, the bartender. He was still serving then.
All right, we very
as well as any of the other patrons who were up until that late.
Okay.
Trying to think out of character how late I would have been with the family the night before. Not that late though. Probably not that late.
I will say that this is well after you. This was a couple hours after you guys were attacked by the thugs.
Right.
Right. Yes.
What do you with the people?
Basically,
I think the point here is that there were still plenty, the people who actually observed us in that fight there were probably still plenty of them around that would, corroborate that we were actually at the inn.
Yeah.
Right.
I have a alternative theory. It is possible that we are responsible for inflicting those wounds, but not for killing them.
Interesting.
A few hours before the supposed time of the incident, we had a disagreement with several disreputable men who Well, we were defending ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
We have many, many, many witnesses who will attest that we did not inflict any fatal injuries on any of them. But if they happen to be among the same group that attacked us and we defended ourselves against, then that would account for the wounds that they suffered. It is possible that then they encountered some other force that finished them off.
Such as, say, their bosses being dissatisfied with the results.
Entirely possible. That is definitively a potential theory, and one we will definitely investigate. However, it does lead to the possibility that you chose not to kill them in such quite as public an area as you did, and ran into them again later that night and decided to finish the job. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying that is very.
We're all still buying us drinks. Why would we leave?
I mean, look, if it was merely testimony that is being used, even the testimony of 10 supposed witnesses, I suspect that there is something further that is implicating us. Correct?
I didn't.
Or at least allegedly implicating us.
You would be correct, but I need to hear more information about. So, why exactly were they? Do you know why these individuals that you claim that you drove off? And I'm sure that the patrons of the tavern will corroborate your story. But I do want to know exactly why they were harassing you at the tavern then.
Well, they seemed to think I was someone that I was, but I didn't want to admit that I was.
Gorm has bad blood with some people in this city, and they wanted to harm him. We were not going to stand for that.
Ah, I see. So there's bad blood between you and this gang then.
I don't know about the gang. Never saw none of them before, but they seem to work for that knob.
Hana kind of puts her head in her hand.
Knob.
Yeah, you know, well, what's his fuck? I'm remembering it so good from around that time.
Eric, if you want to make up a name for the guy, feel free.
White Hammer.
I don't know. Great.
Graybeard McGillicuddy.
Shit.
No,
Seamus.
Ash
Stoneground.
Axe.
Yeah, Seamus Stoneground. There. Yeah, Stoneground. Seamus Stoneground. You know, whose fiance I was fucking.
Ah!
I would like.
It's not like it's a secret.
I would like to clarify a certain matter.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, you notice that the guy's been taking notes during all of this.
We, gesturing to the
All non-Gorm
all
participants.
non-Gorm people, have no bad blood, big heavy finger quote marks, with the group in question. We were defending our comrade, whose situation we were not aware of at the time.
So noted.
I haven't been in the city in 50 years or so.
You
I'll
are.
also, I will throw one sort of thing that kind of throws plausibility out there. Given how distinct I am as a member of the Rope Cannon family,
Indeed. And that is
both in my appearance, mannerisms, and preferred means of defense, why would I do anything in which could be easily traced back to me? Since doing so in this city is as easy as picking out a... Oh, gee, I had to turn a phrase and figured out, completely forgot it. I was effectively going to say picking out a goblin in the, a gobber, in the, Elven capital, but I forget the name of the Elven capital.
It's Silverwood or something like that.
Yeah, but that's sort of the turn of phrase that Vindeas is using to indicate it's I would argue that it's significantly more plausible to use the fact that I'm so distinctive as an easy tool to frame me than me to do such an action and leave such evidence behind.
As a question, you said that these people ended up dead. Can we potentially identify them?
Possibly. We'll get to that when we
going
get
to-
to it. Sketch, it is Silver. The Elven capital is Silverwood. Yes.
Yeah, so I'm it's probably diplomacy to see how persuasive it might sound in my
Oh, you sound persuasive.
Argument.
He notes that. That is entirely possible. I'm merely going over the evidence we have as it seems, getting your side of the story, and that is distinctly a distinct possibility. However, I will note that as much as I'm sure this does not apply to you, criminals often aren't very smart.
Yes. However, since I am not a criminal, you could remove that potential quality. I'm list of
just
names.
saying that if it turned out you were, criminals often make the stupidest of mistakes. Is really what I'm saying. Even normally very smart ones. Now, you are currently only under suspicion of these acts. I'm not. You're not even under arrest currently. We would ask that you do remain here for a little while we do talk to some other people.
Is it a charisma check or an intelligence check? Intelligent.
For-
It's a charisma check.
To look intelligent.
that would be
That would be
if you're
charisma.
bluffing, it's charisma. Yeah, if you're
Are you trying to make a bluff check to look like a Ramia? Is that what you're doing?
No, I'm trying to
because
say.
you say
the answer is
it's-
just scowl. I can give you
I'm
the
trying-
answer. It's just scowl a lot.
I'm trying to say that Skitch. Which one would Skitch roll if he wanted to be like, I'm not stupid. Look at me.
it doesn't matter. My bonus is the exact same for both.
Just
Vidius
lift-
is as smart. Vidius is as smart as he is charismatic.
As he is charming.
That's the advantage of being the bard artificer.
just kind of
Bartificer.
stand, like, be as straight up as possible and tilt your head back so it looks like you're looking down on everyone.
Yeah, Vidius will just stand. Actually, he's been standing the whole time, so his head's probably hitting the ceiling.
Well, thank you for taking time to answer the questions. As I said, if you will remain here for a while, we're going to ask some other people some other questions, and we will be back to fill you in on whether your situation has changed or if we have any further questions. In the meantime, I'll make sure some drinks are brought in for you, other than the water here on the table. Is there anything you will drink in particular?
I would say
I'm
just
going-
someone to run a met.
I would like some
I would
decent
say
ale.
just.
I second the ale.
I would like someone to send a message to my family in town to let them know where I am in case they're wondering why I'm late to assist in any shipments that are coming in today.
Absolutely. We'll make sure that the Rocannons are informed.
Could you send a patrol to... I forget the name of the inn we were staying at.
It is the Iron Cauldron, if I remember correctly.
Okay. Let's
That sounds right.
I do think the Cauldron was definitely in there, so... Could you send a patrol to the Iron Cauldron where you picked us up and have them look after Walker Gex?
Ah, yes, absolutely. We'll make sure he's all right. I'm certain this will all be cleared up, and this is a horrible misunderstanding, of course, but
Ramia just takes a drink of water.
I'll have some drinks sent in, and hopefully this will all be cleared up soon. With that, he gets up, picks his papers up, nods to you all, and walks out of the room. The guards file out, but it's very clear that they're going to be standing guard outside. And the door is closed.
Does anyone else get the feeling that whoever is responsible for us being in this situation didn't actually think we would be convicted of anything?
The thought had occurred, though you acted on it swifter than I did, I must confess.
Oh, yeah, that would be pretty smart, wouldn't it?
Well, the captain seems to believe that all criminals are stupid, but assuming that they aren't...
That wasn't the captain, but...
not the captain, but the detective,
Yes.
let's say. Seem to be into the impression that criminals are stupid, but assuming that they aren't, they wouldn't assume that this would get rid of us so easily. So perhaps we're being delayed, or kept away from something.
Are you suggesting
be.
this is more of discords?
I don't know
Doing?
about that. I don't know about that. It's possible, and that is the one thing that we would actually be delayed from pursuing.
How important
As in,
is this leader dude who is going after Gyorn?
I don't know.
Oh, I've been
Let's see,
around
would
as
I
well.
know?
Well,
Would I know, Peter, or would that be history? or streetwise?
You recognize the name. He's a noble. As
He-
Eric
like,
has sort of...
the nature-
So he's important. His family's
A
important. I should say.
noble. A noble, one tempted with power. This is less likely the work of...
That's-
Is it Lord Discord or Lady Discord?
It's Lord. Discord is
Discord
lady.
is female, despair is dude.
That's what they're
Yeah.
identified as. Female and male are somewhat ambiguous
Aye.
terms with the nameless, but
Right.
You identified it as Lord and Lady.
Yes.
So that's how I pick it up in my head.
Yeah.
Because
That-
the other ones
the-
are way too similar.
Yeah.
I don't think this is Discord.
Vides will shrug and say, the Walker was a target, and we disrupted him from being killed before. What better way to make him exposed than to separate those that saved him before? So,
yeah.
I'm not willing to
There's-
draw any
that is-
conclusion. I just thought it would be best to take some precaution while we
I
were
think that is
indisposed.
I think it's a coincidence there. But
Rami is going to go to the door, knock on it, and for one of the guards.
Briefly later, the door's open, and one of the guards leans in, looks up at you, and says, "Yeah."
A request occurred after the good detective left. Would you be so kind as to bring a chessboard and appropriate pieces?
Yeah, that can be arranged.
Thank
It'll
you.
be brought in with the drinks.
And Rami wants to school us all.
The door's closed.
She goes back and continues drinking water.
About 10 minutes later, the door opens again, and Captain Blackshield walks in after a guard who's carrying a drinks tray. He sets the tray down on the table. The captain is carrying a chessboard and a box on top of it.
Excellent.
He sets the board down, the box, nods to you all, sits down in the chair across from you all, sort of nods to the guard who leaves. He looks around for a minute, reaches into his pocket, pulls out a small orb, whispers a couple of words to it, and tosses it up in the air where it floats. I think we can talk quietly now that I've activated that.
all right.
Just in
I
case
take it
anyone.
This is a silent sphere outside of a specific range.
Pretty much. Also, it blocks any scrying attempts.
Right.
So this is looking like a right good frame-up job.
No surprise.
And some of the people who are involved are trying to railroad this through very quickly.
I would just
And they're trying to short-circuit my proper investigations, which is irritating me to no end. Now, there are a couple of ways we can handle this, as I'm seeing it. Well, the obvious way is the obvious thing is we sit here and we wait for things to go forward and the investigations to conclude and find your innocence. But that is going to take time. and I'm not sure I'll be allowed to do. I will be allowed to do a full and proper investigation. Another possibility. Well, actually, more correctly, a way I think I can buy myself time to do a proper investigation and find the evidence I need. Would be to temporarily arrest you lot for the crime and have you, quote, imprisoned, end quote. Which will settle things down and allow me and my people to do some proper investigating quietly. Now, what I mean by investigation is have you lot look into something that... Have you lot sort of take it off to an area which would be, quote, take you off to the prison but deposit you somewhere else. And possibly have you, if you're willing, I would appreciate this if you're willing, and there are several others of some import who would really appreciate some help with this anyways. They've been looking for some people to look into this for some time anyways, and it'd be having you guys sort of isolated like this would be sort of, instead of taking you to prison, sending you to this area and have you all look into it there, would be
effective. Being able to investigate, or at least be cohorts in the investigation to some capacity.
Well, what I'm thinking more along the line, this is nothing directly related to this. This is a different problem that we're having.
Okay.
But I think it sort of falls in kind of, I think the human phrase is killing two birds with one stone.
That is accurate.
Excellent. It would mean that you would be out of the picture as far as the people who are railroading you are concerned. And they would think that you've been arrested for the murder and all that sort of stuff. I would have the freedom to do my investigation, and some of my patrons and some of the people would have a situation potentially resolved by you folks, and we wouldn't have to tie up the watch or the military in the situation either.
You may propose a mutual beneficiary agreement.
That's basically what I'm going for, yes. I'm not sure if you've heard about it, but we've been having some serious problems in the mines recently. An uptick in sort of the nastier BCs down there has been causing problems, and it's been causing his lordship some... he's gathering the armies to strike deep into the mines and sort of deal with the problem once and for all. But we don't know exactly what's going on down there, and it would be good if we could send some well-armed, very skilled types who are down there to gather information and sort of deal with any smaller problems first. If you're willing to help with that, I would appreciate it. Otherwise, I mean, we can do the same plan where I, quote, arrest you and stash you guys in a safe house somewhere.
So we either endanger ourselves or become bored while waiting. I opt for the more entertaining option.
That is my suggestion. If you've got other suggestions, I'm more than willing to listen. But
I think it'd be best if we help you keep the goodwill flowing. I have a question about the investigation around us, real quick.
Absolutely.
Were there any
Hmm?
Yona, you there?
hello?
Hello?
I
You
can hear you.
shut out there for a moment.
That was odd.
Oh. Were there east?
you keep cutting out, Alice.
God damn it. I don't know why.
So what were you saying?
Were there any strange wounds on the bodies of the deceased?
Other than the ones that look like they were inflicted by us, you mean?
I think
said
what she's getting at
strange.
where they hit with
Where the-
with one of those funky knives.
Real quick, what it, what are the mugs that the ale was brought in made of?
They're metal tankards.
Oh, boo.
You were hoping they were bone or something?
No, I was thinking wood because it's natural fiber. I realized that I didn't turn over the dagger because I keep it in a bag.
Ah.
And I was legit just going to pass it off as I totally forgot about this because I did. It's just kept in a burlap sack at the side. Who'd think to look for a dagger in a burlap sack? I didn't. I am the one who put it there.
Right.
I'm gonna describe what the dagger does,
Right.
not referencing that I have it.
Right. Well, no wounds like that were found on them. No.
Thank you.
Yeah, he actually Captain Blackshield says honestly, the wounds that match the sort of things that that were just most of the wounds on don't seem, at least to my first glance, I didn't get a good look at them, unfortunately. They didn't seem to me to be the sort that were lethal blows. I'm not sure what killed them yet.
So it was those individuals.
Possibly. They seem to match the description I've been getting from the people who attacked you at the tavern.
Thus is the cost of failure in that organization, it seems.
Not from what I've been hearing. Normally, failure is it's corporal punishment, but they don't generally often kill people who don't succeed in their tasks. I suspect it's whoever hired them to do that.
So the question then stands, what is different than the norm?
Not sure yet.
The question then stands, what will we find out? Well, let us go to...
Something's really up with your connection or microphone.
I think I'm just standing a bit far back and muttering.
Yeah.
No, it's like I can hear you fine. It's your thing is just seriously cutting out.
What I think's happening
it's
is
raid call.
Is your
I'm
threshold
not breaking the threshold.
You're not breaking the threshold for where the mic picks up, so you're not on push to talk or anything like that. You're not talking loud enough.
Yeah.
The microphone says, "Oh, well, I'm not hearing anything above the threshold where I'm picking up noise." So
yeah.
your voice is dropping just a little too low.
Yeah. I was gonna say. I said. The question is, what we will find out when we return from the mine.
Yeah, indeed.
Let's go investigate that.
So, are you willing to take a look in the mines?
Beats being bored.
I will say yes, if only some sort of protection is put in place for the walker.
Yeah, we will make sure that Brother Gex does not come to harm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he'll object to people having the watch looking over him, but he has before, so.
A thought occurs. While I recognize that we are assisting one another for mutual gain in this proposition that you have put forth, it does stand that we are being falsely accused, and you are fully aware of that. Ergo, we are assisting you, and I feel we should be compensated for that.
Of course you'll be compensated for that.
Excellent.
Not being in a dwarf prison would be a good compensation.
I think you just broke the threshold.
Yeah, there's distortion on the input of the microphone now.
I was like an inch away.
Now let's stop trying to eat your mic.
Yeah, I'm less than
It's
an inch
really
away
cold,
from
and
it,
I don't want to move.
but, okay, well, Bidace is going to be a little upset as this cuts
keep
into
talking,
family
my bad.
time, but he will accept the proposition as presented.
Well, when you guys all accept, the captain sort of he gives off a sigh of relief. That's good. I'm very glad because I think that will. I'm worried about what's going on down there, and
Do you feel that there's someone on the inside trying to manipulate things, or
I
what?
don't know. That's the problem. It's been fairly sudden. This sort of increase in sort of dangers down in the mines, and
Has it just been miners have been showing up anonymously dead?
Disappearing more than anything else. Some being killed, and we're not sure what killed them. So on and so forth.
No signs of wounds of any sort?
Wounds of various sorts, but nothing that looked like typical.
Implements there.
Well, it's not some of them look like typical weapon wounds and such, but there's no evidence of what killed them, like who killed them and such. And sometimes it looks like they're been killed by strange beasts or what have you, and it's very strange.
We need to be careful. It is. I don't want to be finding out that we've suddenly been turned into a My Bloody Valentine game.
That one's over my head.
It's a slasher film.
Well, so how soon would we be moving to these mines to begin this investigation?
Probably fairly soon. I expect the detective will be coming back in soon to officially arrest you all for the murder. He's actually he's a good sort. I think he would prefer to do a proper investigation, but he's also
He's being harried.
well. No, he's also mindful of the fact that if he follows through on the way things are supposed to go, he's more likely to get promoted the way he wants to be. He's concerned about his career. Let's just put it that way.
He also insinuated that I'm an idiot. Don't forget that.
I wouldn't take that personally. He thinks most people are idiots.
I shall play him at chess later.
Anyways, he should be back here soon to issue the official arrest, and I would suspect within the hour would be my guess. I will come in and I'll be the one to take you into custody, and as I said, we'll go through with our plan then.
You better drink this ale while it's good.
Indeed. With that, he sort of stands up and says, "Again, I thank you all for this, and you will be compensated for anything for your investigations into the mines. I really do appreciate it." With that, he gets up, takes the orb, grabs the orb with his hands. The sort of dim light that was glowing from it sort of goes out, and he puts it back into a pouch. Thank you, and good luck. With that, he sort of steps outside. The guard leaves with him, and leaves you all in the room again.
What are these strange-looking pieces?
Allow me to teach you.
There are pieces missing.
Gorm is sitting there making them fight.
How do you promote them?
There are many intricacies to the game of chess, and I have plenty of time to teach you.
How do you tell what they are? There are no symbols on them to tell you.
Well, this one's the queen, because he's got the silly cross on her head. And these two are knights, and they're fighting the evil visor, who's in a castle that I've decided. They're fighting now.
I do not ever want to see you within 5 feet of a chessboard ever again. Do you understand me?
Nope. I can't hear you because the fighting's too loud.
Clang, clang, clang.
And I'm guessing, Nick, you're making a shogi reference, aren't you?
Multiple.
Good.
I was thinking checkers.
Nope.
There's only one type of piece in checkers, so no.
Yeah.
Shogi's
I had a feeling that you were doing something, but I couldn't identify it.
Shogi and chess are very similar, but
yeah, but different.
Yeah, I know what it looks like. I'm familiar with shogi as a game. I figured that you were making a reference to manga of some kind, though.
Well, the important differences are there's like one other type of piece you start off with, and almost every type of unit can be promoted to something else.
Yep.
So.
Also, when you take a piece, you can later place on the board on your side.
Yes. It's a weird game.
It's awesome.
Vindeus will pull out the deck of cards he has, throw it away somewhere, as well as dice, and then and starts trying to come up with some sort of arbitrary game using the two of them, perhaps coaxing Gyorman to mislead him a bit in the game all along the way.
Don't play aces and eights. You don't have time.
No. This game is both much less complex and much more unfair than aces and eights.
Oh lordy, aces and eights.
I'm gonna be drinking and reading Dwarfborn.
Right.
Apparently, I'm going to be teaching Hana chess.
Well, I'm using these right now.
Rawr.
No, you are not anymore.
Oh, piss off! I got him to first.
I'm gonna freeze his beard.
I headbutt you.
I step aside.
Well, after all the shenanigans do wind down, unless there's anything notable you guys want to do. Is there? I'm happy to let you guys keep on doing this for a little while, but we are on something of a clock.
I'm using banter and comedic slapstick aside.
Yeah, we are on something of a clock this week because Skitch has to get going early, so...
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in this room for us to really do, since I imagine there's just a table, chairs, and a pitcher.
And the drinks that were brought in, but yes. So yeah, about an hour later, the door opens, and the detective walks in, along with Captain Blackshield and some guards. The detective says, well, we've talked to some people. Right now, we have enough evidence to arrest you all on charges of murder, so I'm afraid I have to. Our investigations are not complete yet, and it is quite possible we will find information that will lead us to other suspects, but for the time being, you are currently under arrest for multiple murders in the theater district. You'll be taken to the prison by Captain Blackhammer and his men, and where you will await further, possibly will be awaiting trial on the charges, or if we do find further information that would clear your names, you will then be released with our apologies. However, in the meantime, please surrender all your belongings to Captain Blackhammer's men, other than your clothing, obviously, and they will be returned to you upon release from prison.
No, farce. I want a lawyer.
I'm going to pour myself a tankard of ale, chug it, and then say, now that I'm good and sober, I'm ready for prison. And then I'm going to walk to a guard and hand him all my burlap sacks and the one that's full of books. And then one full of put the one full of books on top, and then on top of that put the one with the dagger in it, and be like, be very careful with that top one.
Rami is going to hand over her book and all the papers and whatnot, and she's going to say, don't read any of these.
You know, it's...
Vindeus is just apprehensive about trusting his loot to anyone else, period. More so than his bow, though.
But you get the impression that they're not going to let you bring anything in there, so... It's cool. Not going to let you bring anything into prison, because, duh.
Right.
So the guards take your stuff. Sorry, Sketch.
If any of my equipment, if any of my instruments come back in a state worse than they are currently, you'll be hearing from my family.
Of course.
Your loot will be detuned.
It will be detuned it will be merely from the humidity changes.
That was actually what I was referencing. But damn you, Sketch, why do you have to know things?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, anyways, you are escorted out by Captain Blackshield and his men. You are led through town. It's not a very long trip to the prison. However, you were then led by the prison. You notice that there's some of Blackhammer's men. There's another group of guards who sort of walk past you guys. You're heading up towards the prison, and seem like they seem to be taking up positions to discourage people following any further. Blackhammer sort of chuckles under his breath, and you hear him sort of muttering something about that his lads are doing good work. And then he leads you all past there and leads you through a winding bit of area and in towards what looks like a mineshaft entrance. And waiting there are a couple of guards with boxes, basically with your stuff, basically all of it, including stuff you turned over at the desk.
Yay!
And he says, "That mine
Those
entrance."
must be big boxes to fit my staff in there.
Well, no, not just boxes. There's they're boxes for most of the stuff, but
Okay, boxes and racks.
yep, things like that.
Okay.
No, this is including stuff we just handed over, or
Yep, all of your
We
stuff.
have our full inventories.
You have your full inventories.
right.
All right. Well, the mine entrances are down there. Investigate what you can. Find out what you can. As much of an investigation as you can reasonably do would be appreciated.
I do have a question that
yes.
I forgot to ask prior. The miners that work here, this is rather close to the prison. Are they indentured servants?
No.
So they are of a guild then?
Some of them, yeah. The miners, yes, they're part of the miners guild.
I see.
And there are several entrances into the mines. This just happens to be one of them.
Duly noted.
We have actually cleared the miners out, so... Actually, we cleared the miners out after the last incursion, the last problem that we had, where we lost several of them, and a couple of guards, too. So... yeah. Be careful, please. But do what you can and let us know what you find out. I'll make sure that there are a couple of guards up here at all times to... there usually are, but I'll make sure they're my people, so that when you come back up, you can... And someone will be there to take your information and get it to me as fast as possible. And wish me luck in my investigations. And with that, he offers to shake all your hands.
And shaking.
And
With that, he leaves, and a bunch of his men leave with him. You get your gear. One thing you do note is that they have provided a bag that has has 5 healing potions in it.
One for each of us.
Yep. And there's plenty of sort of travel food and such in there too. They give you guys rations, including some wineskins that are filled with. Some of the wineskins the skins are filled with beer. Some are filled with water, mixture of stuff.
Hooray!
And I take it you head down into the mines.
What is the
What?
what exactly is the potion?
They're healing potions.
The potion, what exactly is it?
They're healing potions.
Healing, level 5.
They're the default healing potion.
Yeah, that...
Spend a surge, get 10 HP. Minor action. Standard action to administer to another.
Just double checking.
Yep, no problem.
I know what a healing potion is. Just double checking. There's a bunch in 4E.
Yeah, they actually introduced the less good one. The other ones, which are actually more useful when you're out of surges, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, CLWs.
Yes. Yep. All right, so you head down into the mines. Well, you travel down through the mines for a little while, and eventually you come to the bit where all the various mine entrance passageways sort of link up. And you can go to the Deep Caverns map and copy your tokens over.
Where is it? There it is.
And there should be an area that's been defog of ward. So.
Loading.
Everything is black.
Yes, you stroll around, you'll
I see. Okay.
Oh, now I know what happened. It was dark. They were eaten by a grue.
Well, no one's been down here for a little while, so all the torches have gone out. So, and it's not completely dark. It's just that it's what you can see.
There we are. And before anyone asks, no, I don't have light spell.
It's alright, you guys have sun rods.
Yep.
Which are kind of nuts, but I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I forgot to update my token. I'll do that now.
How long do they last again? 4 hours. Alright, so...
Oops. I pasted into the fog of war somewhere.
I'll find you. Yeah, there we go.
No,
That's my current token. That map. That one. How do I get rid of a...
I'll just select the token and just hit the delete button.
Alternatively, right-click, select delete.
That too, yeah.
Control X is cut.
Yes.
Do that too.
There you go. Just double check.
Well, I accidentally selected something.
There we go. Everybody's there.
Hooray!
All right. Well, the things that you've noted on your way down here is the mine is actually it's big, as you can tell.
It's a dwarf mine.
It's surprisingly spacious.
Well, not that surprising. It's a well-used dwarven mine, so. The area you're in right now looks like it's been fairly heavily mined out. You also notice that the area you're in right now is sort of where the minecart tracks end, and the area ahead of you is basically the place where they sort of load up the carts and such to bring them out. So the floor ahead of you is actually very smooth.
Okay.
The walls aren't as smooth as it looks like they've taken care to keep the floor fairly smooth to make loading and moving carts around before they get them back onto the tracks fairly easy.
Right.
And so, you're welcome to move forward and such.
Onward, non-wizards.
So I think you want to move up to so you can see down the passageway over there.
Derp, 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 derp. Yep.
All right, I will need to do one thing here. Give me 1 second. Damn it. There we go.
I do our attack right.
No, it is not dark. You have light, so it is not dark, and you're not likely to be eaten by a grue.
I'm gonna drag my hammer across the wall as
Okay.
I walk down it.
That's fine.
Just to make noise and to grate on everyone else's stairs.
I think we're going to do it to mark their path.
I don't think dragging the hammer will do so.
I didn't mean to defogify there, but whatever. But whatever.
Component cost 10 for this, really? That's stupid. 5 minutes, that's stupid. Arcane Mark costs way too much time and money to use.
Derp, derp, derp.
So don't move too much further forward, Eric. I want to describe the scene that you're seeing ahead of you first.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what you're seeing up ahead of you is an area that's been worked on for a bit. The thing you note is there are a bunch of dead bodies in there. They look like they're all sort of dead dwarves and such. Some of them look like they've just been like hacked apart by weapons. Some of them look like they've been heavily burned away, like charred. Like they've been so all it's basically left are bones. Otherwise, it looks like a fairly typical mining area of mining. Looks like there's this area is sort of dead off. It looks like the passages continue that way and then down that way also.
Cautiously advance to see what's down the next
Okay,
immediate
move back a
passages.
little bit, Eric, and stop. Not quite. Yeah, you can move a little bit further in, like 15 feet in.
Yeah, it's like I'm trying to keep up when everyone's moving so much.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, assuming Gjorm is there, you can put yourself in whatever formation you'd like, but no further forward than Gjorm. All right. Well, let me know when you're ready. Because something's about to happen. Unsurprising. All right, I'm also going to defogify a little bit more now, since you're further in.
Skellies catch fire, stand up, and start trying to bite us.
Are there any bodies near me?
Skeleton!
Yeah, I didn't defogify that one, but that's not a big surprise.
I am shocked by the presence of a Skelly.
Yeah. Let me unhide from player view the rest of the baddies. So yes, a bunch of the dead bodies do get up and start advancing towards you. And you will see how many of them in a second. There we go.
Charming.
Yeah. So you should roll initiative.
What's my non-existent initiative score? 2. Oh, hey.
I rolled poorly. I always roll poorly for initiative.
3 of us rolled 12s, so...
But I will say this. This might have been a surprise round, except they're undead getting to their feet, so no. Their action, their surprise round is and getting up.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, they're standing as a move action. Did I seriously win initiative?
Yes.
You rolled more than a 6.
Okay, zombies. Settle down.
No, you didn't win initiative. Oh, no, you still did.
They're zombies. They're almost...
Sketch?
What's your initiative, Sketch?
Yeah.
There you are.
And sort. So Aramia, then the zombies, then everybody except Cathra, and then Cathra.
Okay.
As I said, settle down, zombies. Dear God.
So it's the skeletons that are minions. I was really not expecting to go first. No, I don't think that would be particularly beneficial to do that. Screw it. Alright, gotta move over here. And I'm going to use Call of the Night Winds, which is a close blast 5, so...
Catch the two zombies and the skeleton down there, it looks like.
Yep. Those three into this.
Oh, you got it. Beat me to it.
Oops. And I did not do the right size. There we are. And that area is obscured by fog.
It shouldn't be. Oh, you shouldn't be in it, should you?
It's a blast, not a.
But it's close. It's close blast, so it'd be centered. You want to center. It comes off the bottom of your token.
Right. It's
There's a
adjacent
blast,
to
yeah.
you. It begins.
It's
drew a
it's
burst
bordering
to
my
it.
token.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had to zoom in and out. There we go. Never mind. I've got it fixed.
Yeah, it's that error.
Didn't. It,
Yep.
yeah.
All right, so let's see here. My 2 hit is 10. And so top to bottom,
Targeting fortitude.
probably. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this is against fortitude. All right, so zombie, skeleton, zombie. Fuck.
Oh, you hit the first zombie.
Yay. All right, so that's going to be 2d6 plus int damage.
Let's write down the damage on. Hang on a second.
Oh, hey, I rolled well. 15 damage on that guy.
All right.
And, yeah. Blast creates a zone that lasts until the end of my next turn. The zone is heavily obscured to creatures other than me, and any creature but me that starts its turn in the zone is slowed until the end of my next turn.
Right. All right. So, zombie. That is zombie 4. Takes 15. You said.
Yes.
Okay.
15 cold damage.
Oh, so it's not a friendly. Okay. Then it changes what I was going to do.
All right. And the other 2 are missed, but they are slow.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's it for you then, I take it?
Yeah.
All right.
The zone's persistent, correct?
It will last until this end of her.
It's an end of next turn for me.
Okay.
So at the end of Harami's next turn, it'll go away. All right.
Yes.
The zombies go. Well, zombie 4 is right there.
Yep.
Zombie punch. Actually, yeah, zombie punch. Doesn't want to try to grab you.
Yeah.
Cool, we're
Thank you.
fighting my flesh golem hero.
Zombie grapple.
Failure.
Yep.
Hooray!
I am bad at hugs.
Done. It's 2 moves because you slowed.
Yep. That's why I did this.
Brains. Nope. Ergo. Well, yeah. He's gonna punch you.
Oof.
Successfully. Punch. Kathra. Take
Ow.
8 damage.
Do I have a reaction to being hit? No.
And then zombie charge.
Oh, hello.
Does the 22
It's
hits you
It
exactly?
just barely hits me.
Punch!
28 days later.
I take 12 damage. Ow.
Punch the monk.
We'll see how well that works out for
Holy
you.
crap! What the fuck?
Well, at least I only took 6.
Yeah. And that's it for the zombies.
That's actually let's interrupt that one there
Okay.
with a nice bit of
Shocking feedback.
it's a little bit of shocking feedback. Yeah, that's only 6 damage, not that much. Shoot that zombie 4
Hey, you hit it.
hits.
Zombie 2?
Yeah, the one that hit Hana.
Yep, that's zombie
Yeah,
2.
that'd be 2.
Zombie 2. So it takes
Takes
11
11 damage.
damage. And Hana gets resist 5 until the end of my next turn, which is unfortunately now.
We're at it for mine. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's something. Zombies are done. Hana, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to use my 5 storms full discipline movement to shift 2 squares.
Yep.
Okay.
Shift. Then I'm going to use my 5 storms on both of the zombies. So
right.
zombie 1. Hit.
That'll almost certainly hit.
Zombie 2. Hit.
The damage is...
Oh, versus reflex.
Oh, full damage, 13.
Nice.
Hey, get a crit.
And then I'm to check this real quick.
You bloodied zombie 2.
Okay. Awesome. I'm going to throw my Desert Wind Flurry of Blows on zombie 1, so it takes 5 fire damage.
Okay.
Shift up here. And that will be my turn.
Okay. Vidius, you're up. I dropped my pencil. Get back here.
All right. You hear me okay?
I hear you fine.
Yes.
Okay. So the word was happening with sound. Okay. Shoot. Well, this is going to have to do something that ends up provoking an attack to get this the benefit out best. But I will move here and shoot at zombie 2 with magic weapon.
Okay, he
So.
provoking an attack. He'll attempt
Yes.
to zombie punch you. Zombie punch!
Mm-hmm. He hits.
Ow. Clunk.
Full
15
damage.
damage.
Ow.
Wait, these things are hitting with D12s? Shit.
Yep. It's
Yeah.
it's a very variable damage because they don't have much of a static modifier.
Right. I understand that. I was just like, oh, wait, that's a big die.
Yeah.
Well, we'll shoot it with magic weapon.
Ooh.
Wow.
Or not.
Actually, no, that's a 15. Well, no, it's not a 15 because combat advantage doesn't count for ranged attacks.
You can flank for ranged attacks.
You're flanked, yeah. Or you're
What?
flanking.
Oh, well, does it count for ranged attacks though?
Yes,
I
it
believe it
does.
does.
Yes.
It does.
Okay, then it's a 15. But
Yes, and that's a hit.
okay, so that would be 6 damage. And Kathra and Hana both get a +1 power bonus to attack rolls, +2 power bonus to damage rolls. Unless the math got changed, I'm going to double check that real quick here. Yeah, that's the math until the end of my next turn. And then I'm going to use a minor action to throw resistive infusion on Hana.
Okay.
And
Yeah, you all just
that
cluster up to
should
deal
be
with
my
those zombies and shit. I'll fight all of these on my own. Okay.
Well, you made a party unfriendly zone over there. So that's your fault.
Yeah, and also I was trying to kill off this one zombie here quickly, and buff as many people as possible. So I have to have them clumped up.
Yep.
I don't know. That's
That's
fine.
the-
I understand the logic and all the things you're doing. I just find it kind of fun. It's like, the wizard can handle it.
You have AOE. Actually,
Yep.
you're the best person to handle it.
I know.
All right, Gorm's up then, I think.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go with the obvious and use Heck and Hue on the guys right there.
They're sitting right there for you.
Yeah. So, bloodied guy first,
Okay.
because I've got flanking bonus on him.
Both will hit.
I tag them both. Handily.
Damahe. That'll drop that zombie, although he does get his. Let me just check that's the correct one. Yep.
Do
Deathless
they have
Hunger.
a dying attack?
Nope, he's dead.
Ah, I see. Right, if they're not hit, if they don't die due to divine magic.
Well, it's more
Right.
importantly, it's if they don't.
Radiant.
Yeah,
Radiant.
It's actually they auto die to criticals,
Yeah.
and you did 13 to the other zombie. That is zombie number 1.
Yes. I am then going to shift, action point, and glowering threat.
Oh, nice. Oh, hang on 1 second. Is glowering threat what type of action is glowering threat?
It's a
Minor.
minor action.
You don't even have to action point.
Oh, well then, I'll just glowering threat.
All right.
Now you all hate me lots.
All right, he is marked. Actually, on this map, that's not going to show up very well.
Let's use the red dot for this map.
Well, there we go. Red will show up. Red dot is my usual bloody thing. And so it's everyone within 5 is glowered. I'll just keep. I'll know which ones those are.
Area
within
burst
2.
2.
Area burst
Yes,
2.
two.
Okay. So all right. So but yeah, these.
So
5.
I'm getting all the zombies immediately around.
Yep, that's fine. They are all glowered. Got it. And a skeleton too.
Really?
Oh, he's just outside.
Burst
Never
2.
mind. 2. He's just out. It's turn to the skeletons. Well, this one will. He will swing his weapon at you. It may say longsword in the description, but it's a mining pick.
Right. Ow.
Tag. Hold on, I need shield guard. No, wait, wrong game.
I do actually have shield. And you know what? Fuck it, I'll use it. Shield. No.
All right, he misses then, and he will use
whatever.
his free shift afterwards. Oh, that's
Okay.
prior. Sorry, never mind. That's prior to the attack.
Back where you belong, skeleton.
And when they enter, they're slowed, correct? Or is it only when they start the zone?
Any creature but you that starts its turn in the zone is slowed until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
However, it can't see through it, so I don't know if it would actually go through there.
Well, it knows that there were living things over there at some point, so.
Okay, whatever. Hey, check it out. It can't get over here.
Rawr.
I am Mage Tank.
And I'll use this other move to move out of the zone and be done. So he's done.
And then the rest of the skeletons.
Actually, I forgot to adjust them down. They should be speed 5 because they're dwarves, so it's a move 2 to get there. But whatever. It's a double move to get there either way.
Right.
Damn, he can't quite get to where he wants to get to. Because he was a dwarf. Rawr. Done. Kathra.
You have complicated my turn a bit.
It's kind of my job.
I am going to curse the cursed guy I can curse.
Alright.
Your mother!
Zombie 3. And then I'm going to hit him with my hammer.
Okay. That'll hit. So 11 damage and you can slide him a square.
Slide him up 1.
Go away!
Yeah. And then I'm going to move here.
Okay. that is that for you, I take it?
Yeah.
Ramia.
Alright, let me double check something here. Any enemy that ends its turn in the zone. Okay.
Invigorating is 3 points, right?
That's your con mod.
It's your Constitution mod.
So I was correct.
For you, it is 3 points.
For the wrong reasons, I was correct.
Alright. Since I have staff expertise, I don't actually provoke when I cast any spell of any kind.
Yep.
So at Zombie 4, since that one seems to like me so very much, I am going to cast Conduit of Ice, and this will be against Reflex.
Okay.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright.
Alright, let's see, your damage is 2d8 plus int.
Zombie 4, alright.
Yep. Alright, 12 damage, and we will get rid of that. And instead, since the thing goes away on the end of my turn, alright, I create a zone of sudden cold in a... Oh, a burst 2 centered on the target. Whoops, I thought that was a burst 1. Oh, that makes things more entertaining now, doesn't it?
Oh dear.
Do-do-do. Okay. It's centered on the target until the end of my next turn. The zone moves with the target. The zone is difficult terrain, and any enemy that ends its turn in the zone takes 5 cold damage. Hi, skeletons.
No, it's not as bad as it could have been.
That one is at least partially party friendly.
Yes. Yeah, you... Friends aren't going to be taking the cold damage, though it is still DT.
Yep. That it for you, Ramia?
I need Pathfinder.
Does anyone want me to take a shot at any of the skeletons over there?
I mean, if you could hit them, it would thin their numbers out quite a bit, so...
Alright.
I don't think... But I'm going to probably be working on them next, so...
Alright, I think I'll hold on to my action point for now then, if it's not something that people are clamoring for.
Yeah, not yet.
Okay. Alright, yeah, that'll be it for me.
Okay. Turn to zombies. Alright, well, Zombie 4. Rawr. Moving the zone with him.
Everybody wants to give me hugs.
Well, that's going to provoke an action from me.
That's a shift.
Difficult terrain.
Oh, you're right. Well, he has to. Take your opportunity attack.
Go stick.
Whack.
From a plump.
D-stick or
I don't-
thwack?
What actually is my melee basic? Wow, I actually have a +5 to hit with that. That surprises me.
What? Oh, that's right. Well, wait.
Level 4, it's a magic weapon. He's got staff expertise. She, sorry. I'm awake.
See.
I hit.
Whack.
Roll damage!
Let's see. Oh yeah, it's also an accurate staff.
Right,
That's also
what
magical,
yep.
so that's why. Alright, so this is going to be just a straight D8. 4.
Ow.
4 bludgeon damage.
Bonk.
Dunk.
Alright, you should move the zone, by the way.
Yes, I will. Oot. Go template. Hey, look at that. Got a buddy over there.
And then he will attack Yorm. At not -5 to hit, because, you know...
Because, yeah, I kind of expect them all to want to give me hugs.
Yes. Well, this one actually specifically wants to give you a hug, Eric. He fails.
Well,
And sucks at it.
it's okay. Not everyone gets loved on Valentine's.
Burn. Very appropriate for Hana.
We've gotten like 2 inches, 3 inches of snow, since this game started. I feel bad for you all living in Boston. You are boned.
He's going to try to grab you also.
That was... Oh, so that is the grunt of a zombie.
God damn it.
As an aside, all 3 of those zombies are taking 5 cold damage.
They will be. I'll mark that down in a second.
Alright.
I'm wearing 2 blankets right now.
Wow.
Blanket.
It's cold.
Zombie 5's life sucks. He's gonna punch your Ramia and have it at -5. It's better than trying to walk to Yarm. He can't get there. Actually, no, he can get there. He'll do it because he's glowered. So, all right, and now he double moves to get there.
And I take a swing at it because double moving.
Yep. Zombie base speed is 4. What do you want?
Alright, that one I missed.
Stupid dwarf. Alright, I'm going to mark down their damage now before I forget. Alright, so that is zombies 4, 5, and 1.
4, 5, and 1.
Yeah. 5 hadn't taken it yet.
Yeah. And these 3 aren't slowed anymore, so I will remove that.
No, that's the wrong one.
The zone's on zombie 4, right?
Yes. Center on him, yes.
Okay, because it hasn't moved on my screen.
Zoom in and out.
Scroll out.
Scroll in and scroll out with the mouse wheel.
Okay. That fixed it.
Yeah. It's 5,
Oops.
4, and 1. Okay, that is it. Oh no, there's one more zombie.
Yeah, the one up there that's not getting frozen to hell.
Yes. It'll punch Hana.
Wow.
Yes, it will.
Yeah, that hurt.
That's a
You
crit.
have a bit of resist, though.
No.
No, I don't anymore.
Nope.
Oh,
Not
you don't
anymore.
have... Oh, and it did... And it, I forgot how resistant
Yeah.
formula worked. You could
Yeah.
pop it to get your temp HP now.
Yeah.
Because it's a free action to activate it. You can activate it outside your
Yeah,
turn.
so.
How
You
much
can
HP?
negate
How
the,
much?
hit.
How much temp is that?
It's
on
your
the,
healing surge plus
It
3.
is your healing surge value.
Plus 3.
Yep, healing surge plus 3.
Okay. Yeah, I
So
will do
it
that.
negates.
No, it doesn't.
It's a total of 15 damage because he crit.
Okay.
So,
Let's see, your surge value is 9
Okay,
and plus
okay,
3, so that's 12, so you take 3 damage.
yeah. That's cool.
I love resistive formula. I love that. It's so good. Alright, that's it for the zombies. Hana, you're up.
Ship this. Alright, I'm going to hit this guy with light the fire. So 19 against reflex, that should hit him.
Yes, that will hit the zombie.
12 fire damage.
He doesn't like it one bit.
Right. I will then hit him with my flurry of blows for another 5 fire damage.
Are these things vulnerable to fire or
Nope.
only radiant?
Radiant.
Okay.
Going to use the flurry of blows power to shift away. Then I'm going to use the movement ability of light the fire to shift 2 more squares.
Difficult terrain.
Where is the terrain?
It should be the
Zoom in and out.
Zoom in and out. You should see the. You should see.
God. What the fuck, Matt Tools?
That's just something that's always done. Anytime someone lays down a template, you gotta zoom in and out real quick.
Okay then. Whatever. instead of doing that, I'm going to... Let's see.
Oh, I forgot to add the bonus damage from magic weapon on that.
Yeah, it's 2 more damage.
3, but yeah.
There was 2 more damage on the
Oh,
attack
sorry,
I did
2.
as well.
No, it's 2. I'm misremembering. So it doesn't kill it, but it does drop it a little bit more. It's like, oh wait, I just remembered. She had magic weapon on that attack.
Let's see here.
Magic weapon's so good.
I'm just going to use the shift to go here.
Okay. Anything else this turn, or are you done?
I'm done.
All right, then Deus, you're up.
Typing sounds. I will use Moment of Escape. Oh, not Moment of Escape. Face Step. That's what I was going to use to get out of trouble. Zoop, and go there, and let's have some fun with one of these zombies here. Little checking here. I am going to use Staggering Note on Zombie 3. Oh, Blunder, rather. Blunder, not Staggering Note. The even better one.
That's it.
All right. And that will do... I will then slide it 3 squares. So, yep. 1... 2. Do you mind if it's adjacent to you, Nick? Or
That's fine.
yeah, 2, and actually, you know what? Throw it here. 3. Go ahead and make an attack against it with a +4 power bonus to the attack roll.
Okay. It's just a basic power, right?
MBA. It's a melee basic
It is
attack.
mainly the basic attack. Okay.
Yeah, if you have anything that can be used as an MBA, then go ahead.
Yeah. That's
Well,
that's
yeah.
at 18. So
It would hit,
Right.
it would hit anyways, so...
yeah.
For I still have the bonus to damage, so 8 damage.
well, 6 would have been enough.
Yay!
Hang on a second. Deathless Hunger. No.
Yay! And then
Dead zombie.
Oh, that's good news. Because I reduced an enemy to 0 hit points, that triggers my Rain of Hammers ability, so I deal 3 damage to Zombie 1.
Neat.
Okay. Anyone need any healing right now? No.
I'm fine.
Doing good. All right. I'll hold off on my action point for the time being, but that'll be the end of my turn for now.
Blunder. Love Blunder so much.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I have an Aura 1 on me.
Okay, what does it do?
Any opponent that starts its turn inside the Aura takes 5 fire damage.
So noted.
And that lasts until the start of my next turn, so...
Alright. Bjorn.
All right. Well, I guess I will bull charge zombie 5.
Okay, so you're just going to use the bull charge attack. Got it.
Yeah.
Since you can't actually charge right now.
Yeah.
Hit.
You hit.
Thank God for crap zombie armor class.
Yeah.
Alright, you hit. Zombie on who? Zombie 4?
Damage. Zombie 4.
I
There's
thought you
zombie
said
5.
zombie
sorry.
5.
Zombie 5, okay. Damage? 13? Alright.
13, and you push a fool.
I push him that way.
And he's knocked prone.
You want to follow, right?
Yeah.
Can he...
Oh, he
can
can't.
he
It's
shift?
difficult. It's difficult terrain. It's a shift.
Oh, so I can't shift. So I'll just knock him. And then I'll action point to things I have a feeling zombie 1's gonna die if I don't do anything.
Yeah, it's gonna.
But I have a feeling that the aura is gonna kill him. So I will action point and brash strike zombie 4.
Zombie 4 is the one who's gonna really freaking die because I've been focusing all my shots on it.
Well, the aura, Nick's aura's not on it, so.
Yeah,
Alright, roll to hit. That'll hit. Roll,
You hit.
tag.
roll damage.
Flat.
Pow. Fairly certain it's dead now. Yep. That zone will follow it to its grave.
Dun dun dun.
Shades.
Yeah! You're making a CSI Miami reference. I had to finish it off.
And now the moment I've been waiting for. Skeletons, because if they don't clear the hell out, they just die.
Yeah, they're not that smart. Alright, well,
Bring it, toothpick.
Skeleton 6 will attack Yorm.
Failure.
Nope.
Die.
Skeleton
Yeah,
5
you-
will attack
you
Aramia.
spoil
I'll
it.
kill him in a second. I think I rolled twice there. No, only once.
You did, and that's a failure.
Yeah, they did hit twice. Alright, they're dead. They'll be dead in a second.
Yep. Whiff die. Whiff die.
Yeah. I think 20's gonna miss Cathra. Nope, it'll hit Cathra. Take 5.
Oh, damn. He actually got to me.
Vendeus!
10 hit points don't stack, do they?
No.
Yes.
You get whatever the highest total is.
Alright.
Yeah. It would be great if they stacked.
Yeah.
They can stack
But
under
I've given
certain
myself 6 hit
circumstances.
points.
Yeah, there are some ways to stack them, but they're the exception rather than the rule. Vendeus, I think you take 5.
What was that there?
You take
oh,
5.
5 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you got skeletoned.
Sorry,
I
Hana?
got
Good news is, it gets no bonus from flanking me.
we're all getting brew back here.
That's a miss.
Rawr. Last one.
That's
Also
a miss.
miss. And
Ah,
these-
sweet, they're all surrounding me. They're all gonna die as soon as that zombie dies.
Alright, that's it for the skeletons. Cathra, you're up.
Alright. Alright, I'm going to shift away one.
Okay.
I was
You
just
want to
shooting
curse?
at one of the zombies.
I'm going to curse Skeleton 4
Okay.
and use Eyes of the Vestige on
Don't forget your halo.
Skeleton.
You did get your pack boon a bit ago.
yeah, what is it? I'm not in one of the good packs, so it doesn't matter.
Fair enough.
We'll say I'm in Zutwa. Guess I just realized what that pack boon is. I'm going to, wait. No. I'm going to use, Eyes of the Vestige on, Skeleton 2.
Okay.
And, let's see, that's that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ramia, you're up.
Alright, what's it called? Oh yeah. Chilling Cloud right here.
Okay.
Alright. Gotta find my actual spell roll, not my staff swing roll. There it is. Alright, the one in front of Vendeus, dead. The one over there, dead.
Skeleton 4, dead. Triggering pack boon.
Alright, and it is at this point that the difficult terrain or field goes away.
All right. I'm actually going to clear the dead zombies out. Dead guys out, just so that, you know.
Right.
But how else will I see the carnage around us?
There's no carnage. They were already dead.
There we go.
He just wants to keep track of Aramya's score.
Zombie 18. Zombies. All right. We'll deal with zombie 1, who's in the zone. Takes
Right,
5.
5 fire damage.
All right. That does not drop him, but he is not happy.
Okay.
I thought it was when your turn starts.
No, it's at the start of the turn of whoever's in the zone, basically.
Okay.
And he will attempt to layeth the smackdown on Gjorm.
Bring it.
It's the people zombie.
Who knew that Dwayne Johnson sucks when he's undead? That's Ric Flair.
Cooking.
Better on the mic, though.
No.
Well, it depends on what you're looking for. Really.
Actually, correction. Depends on which era Dwayne Johnson you're talking about. That one stands up and forward again. Zombies are done. Hana, you're up.
All right. Okay, I'm going to do Wind Through the Willows. So this is going to be a close blast 3, so it'll catch Skeleton 1 and both zombies.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's definitely hit the skeleton. Zombie hit. Zombie hit.
Yep. And then Flurry of Blows kills Skeleton 3.
Well, hang on a sec. Alright. They all take 12 damage.
Zombie 5 does not die, but it bloodies him.
Okay. So the Rain of Hammers, I'll use that on Skeleton 3 because I reduced those guys to 0. And then I get to shift up to 3 squares to anywhere within or adjacent to the zone. So I'll go here. That's an effect of using the power.
Right.
So then I'll hit him with my Flurry of Blows
So
for 5 fire damage.
All right.
And then I'll shift here.
All right.
I move a lot.
People make it so that Yorm doesn't have to move because he's lazy.
All right, Vendeus, you're up.
This repositioning crap.
So let's see. Who is there? Anyone else that's alive? Actually, oh, there's that.
There's
one
a zombie left.
There's a zombie.
Connor just exploded 4 of them. 4 things.
Let's try.
It was only 3 of them.
Let's see if we can stagger that note there a little bit there.
Oh, you're at 3.
Nope.
Hey Bard, take note of this song of ice and fire.
Wow.
Wait, what?
Well said, Nick. Well said.
English is nowhere to be seen.
I don't get the reference, but okay.
That's the actual title of the whole sort of series that the Game of Thrones books is.
Yes. And then
I'm just going to be further obstinate for no good reason.
That's fine.
What?
All right. Anything else, Vendeus, or are you done?
Hey, what majestic word thrown at them to get healed? Anyone? No? Is it just me? I guess so. Majestic word to myself.
I'm gonna chill all your soup from now on.
I'm the one that's almost bloodied. I don't think anyone else is.
I haven't been hurt.
Fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am mage tank.
I'm at 22 hit points, so.
Yeah, go ahead, heal yourself.
All right, and then it is Gjorm.
I'm gonna hit you with my hammer.
Hammer hit.
Tag.
Roll damage.
Tag.
Dead. Well, technically speaking. Hang on a second.
Squooch.
Splooch.
Squooch. always hit them in the head and explode the skull.
And you have defeated the undead that are in this little area.
Yay.
Oh, that was the 15th worst thing I've seen in my life.
What was the 14th?
Oh, a pack of wolves ate someone, then started dancing around their hind legs.
Understandable.
Alright, so... you have found a bunch of dead miners who got back up and attacked you, as they were undead. That seems a little bit odd. That doesn't usually happen.
Necromancy is annoying.
Yes, it is!
I'm going to personally, oh, how badly broken do these zombies appear to be?
Pretty badly enough to kill, have disabled them.
Alright. I'm gonna just, like, inspect the bodies to see if I can tell what kind of magics brought them up.
Remarkably similar to the stuff you saw back at the monastery.
I seem to remember undead aren't exactly a very common thing
They are not.
in this world.
They're
Like,
actually very uncommon.
Like,
We have
Yeah.
run into a remarkable amount of undead.
yeah. Like, more than anyone ever should, if I remember
Yep,
correctly.
that is in fact accurate.
Great.
I don't know about you lot, but dead folk ought to remain dead. I don't like it when they start getting back up again, especially in as many weeks. Twice in as many weeks. So, months, years, I don't know. Lifetimes.
It ain't
I
natural.
don't think it's wise to measure undead in lifetimes.
It is wise.
My lifetime. I don't want to see this again. Let's go find whoever's doing this shit and bash their skulls in.
I'm with my fellow dwarf here. I don't like people using the names to bring about the dead in such a manner. It's me.
Let's take a moment to catch our breath then, and then we shall press on.
Yep, so you guys will take a short rest, and this is where we're going to wrap up for this week, because Skitch has to get going early, and any other combat would drag us on a while, so...
Right.
Thank you for everyone for the live audience who's watching, those of you who are watching the recording, thank you for watching, I hope you all had fun. Hopefully we'll be doing a bit more next time. Hopefully that'll be next week. Assuming, the weather doesn't, completely just, freeze me solid, or bury me in snow. Yeah. Anyways, if you're watching the recording, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit like and subscribe. You'll be notified when new recordings come up. If you watch us live, we try to play every Saturday at about 2 p.m. Eastern here on twitch.tv/AmericaGM. And other than that, thanks for watching. Hope you had fun. We'll see you guys soon. Keep on gaming, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.